very quick to get the ball and get moving after fouls against the Ducks here today.
Another one there against the Ducks, but looks like they're going to slow this one down and reset a little.
.7:35 left here in the first. It's Alyssa Wright along with Bailey Smith standing right in front of the ball where Xavier will take over. That's 19, Julia Kogan with the ball to get us started. And now it's over on the left wing with Lola Mancuso, the first goal scorer. A quick chance is blocked right inside, a fantastic block by Maggie Flynn. And the Ducks will end up with possession after it looked like the Musketeers were in a good position again. So here's Rizmani and the Ducks working down that left sideline, and she's got some space. She's got space, but not a lot of help in the form of white Oregon shirts. Looking for a player to pass to. Guarded closely by McFeeters. The star transfer from Walsh, one of the most experienced players on this Xavier squad. And the Ducks taking their time. 53 seconds on the shot clock. 6:40 on the game clock. Ducks up 4-2. They're working it around the right sideline. Now behind the goal. Rizmani's got it. She's been behind the goal a lot today. Trying to get it back to the middle for a shot. Spins back outside. Spins back in before another defender comes over and fouls her. Foul going to go against Jessica Harrison, the midfielder.
Yeah, Rizmani looked to go inside there. Little spin move, but she was fouled by Harrison as she tried to go back inside.
Rizmani ready to go quick here. And she's guarded closely by Molly Jansen on the right side. Just as close as she can get with that circle. And it's going to be a quick pass for Rizmani. Working it around. Now it's with Wright. Pass inside finds nobody but a Xavier defender. The ball is batted around before eventually being picked up. No, it's not. Rachel Paulo bounces it out of bounds off her stick, but she's the closest one. She'll keep possession for the Ducks. Coach Chelsea Hoffman is barking orders from the far sideline. And it's a slow up here as the ref takes her time. And now we're back in play with Rizmani and Oregon. Behind the net here, it's Smith. Working inside, found the pass to Cummins, but she can't get the shot off. She still has the ball. The Ducks still have possession, but had a chance for a shot on goal there at least. Now here's a quick cut inside. The shot just off there. It was a real good-looking chance from Katie Collins. And it looked like she hit the deck there after missing her shot. And it'll be a foul against Xavier.
Yeah, Ducks gonna have a chance here with just 8 seconds left on the shot clock to try to extend their lead here about 2/3 of the way into the first quarter.
Katie Collins, the second leading point scorer that returned to this Oregon team, had 16 goals and 3 assists last season. And a hat trick in the Pac-12 tournament against Colorado. That huge program redefining win in the first round of the Pac-12 tournament last season. Let's see what Collins can do here. She'll go straight for goal and she'll finish it. Collins gets off the mark in 2023.
Another one right there, right between her legs. Ducks have, found a spot that works, and they're going right back to the watering hole every single time.
5-2, the Ducks score 3 straight to get a little bit of breathing room out in front of the Musketeers.
I'll say it's been a game of runs here so far. Ducks went up to a quick 2-0 lead and then gave up 2 right away. Just answered back with 3 right there in the last 5 minutes. Some great play on both sides of the ball here by the Ducks.
Some subs now. Looks like Mara Zajac and Haley Cummins will step off the field. They've been working hard. Of course, Cummins with 2 goals already on just 2 shots. She's been efficient as ever. And it actually looks like Haley Cummins will stay in the center circle. She'll be doing the draw now against Kiera Armitage, the midfielder for Xavier. 5-2, 5:47 left in the first quarter. We're ready for the draw. McCarthy ready to get the rebound. And she does indeed. The captain for Oregon starts burning down the left sideline before feeding it to Rizmani. Now they've got it behind the goal with Alyssa Wright. Working around, it's Bailey Smith. Tried to cut it inside, instead she'll slow it up, pass it to McCarthy, who can't handle the pass. It's going to be going the other way for Xavier. That's Burles sprinting up the field, and she's getting close to the goal. She might just shoot it. She does, but it's off target. Eckert races out of the goal circle to show that she was closest, but the ref says no, Musketeers were closest. They'll keep the ball in a close position to the goal. Mancuso got that one started. Xavier going to try and pass the ball around now, but instead it's over the head of the intended receiver, and it's Cummins who grabs the turnover before being knocked over to the ground. Oregon possession. Haley Cummins. She's played midfield before. She's running the attack today, although she looks a bit dropped back, and she is working through a whole lot of contact right now. That's 2 straight fouls against Xavier, and that's going to be a yellow card for number 19, Julia Koga.
Yeah, and the Ducks are going to go on a woman-up advantage here. Look to extend their lead with just 4:39 to go in the quarter.
The Ducks with a chance to add to their lead. It's 5-2, 4:53 left in the first.
You expect the Ducks to kind of probably try to use a lot of the shot clock here. It's a 2-minute penalty. They got 90 seconds on the shot clock. You expect them to potentially try to make sure they get a good shot here on this possession as they're going to be a woman up.
It's Cummins with the ball, and she's going to transition from defense to offense for the Ducks. Now it's Alyssa Wright on the right wing. Got it around with Smith. Now it's Rizmani behind the goal on that left side. She's been working hard there today. Now it's Morgan McCarthy. Thought about a shot. Instead, she'll pass it off to Cummins on the right wing. McCarthy scored the first goal of the season for the Ducks. Rizmani working around the side. The quick shot is blocked. Ducks still have the ball with Anna Simmons working around. Cummins. Rizmani behind the right side of the goal this time. Tries to pass it in. Didn't quite make up her mind before falling to the ground. It looks like that call will be against Xavier. And it'll be Lauren Rizmani that'll keep the ball for her hard work. She'll work it quickly to Smith. Quick pass inside. There's a chance for a shot. It's blocked. The shot there was from Alyssa Wright. It looked good. Instead, it was blocked by the keeper, Brandon. Here's Hannah McFeeters working through some contact. She's going to roll right past 2 players. She's fouled as she tried to spin through them. Hannah McFeeters trying to do it all for Xavier right now. The 5'4" graduate student from Pickerington, Ohio, was the 2022 Great Midwest Athletic Conference Midfielder of the Year. Right now she's running defense for the Musketeers and holding it down there.
So right now she's trying to do it all. Started 54 to 55 games at Walsh University. She was there for 3 years and decided to make her way over to Cincinnati, Ohio, and play for Xavier here in their inaugural season.
And McFeeters' resume at Walsh is something seriously impressive. She is the program's career leader in points, points per game, goals, goals per game, free position goals, woman-up goals, shots, and shots per game. Just ridiculous. We've got a pause in play here. The ref going to talk to Coach Hoffman and the captain McCarthy right behind her to make sure she knows what's going on. And Morgan McCarthy will come off the field now. It looks like both teams will be a woman down. So all even again, and here comes Hannah McFeeters weaving through 2 defenders just to start the possession. And she's working out a third now before officially dumping it off to Mancuso. Now it's with Halloran in the back. Working around, it's Burles. This is where Xavier's been dangerous, holding possession for a long time near Oregon's goal. Here's Halloran working inside it. Mancuso with the shot, it's missed. It's going to be Riley Halloran, the closest to the ball. Musketeers still have possession in a dangerous position. Burles on the right side. Passing it around with the midfielders. Caitlin McDonald loses it, but they're going to say it was a foul against Alex Matsuoka. Again, Xavier going to go quick. Here's Riley Halloran. She's had the ball a lot behind goal today. Dishes it to Burles. She's got a lot of space. She'll think about taking a shot. Instead, shakes it off and passes it. Quick move outside. Now they've got it with Halloran behind the goal again. Looking for an open player. Cutting. Beautiful pass. Lands right in front of the goal, and a great rejection by Oregon's keeper Eckert has Oregon going on a counterattack now. Fantastic block there by Eckert. And here come the Ducks on the right wing. They've got it with Riley Taylor. Tried to work it in and out. She dropped the ball, picks it right back up. 2 defenders on her. Loses the ball again, and she's fouled. And what a stop there, going back to it by Eckert right in front of the goal.
Wow, point-blank shot, got her body in front of it, was able to stop it.
The Ducks now challenging on offense. Here's Morgan McCarthy, the captain, works towards the middle. She's got a chance for a shot, and she scores it. Beautiful move from the captain to make it 6-2 Ducks.
And that's, exactly what you expect out of your captain. She was on the all Pac-12 second team last year, started 17 out of 18 games. That's exactly what you expect out of her, and that's what the Ducks need out of her. They lost a ton of scoring last year, but they're clearly stepped up early in this one. 6 goals in the first period already.
6 goals in the first period and 2 for the captain, Morgan McCarthy. Oregon's leading returner in points from last season is making a good start for the 2023 season. She scored the very first goal of this season, and she's holding it down on Papé Field. The Ducks have won 5 straight season openers when playing at Papé Field. Talking to Morgan McCarthy yesterday, she said, there's something about playing on your home field in Oregon, just having your friends and family here in the stands, playing on that field like we play every day, and the Ducks are making it look easy right now. 6-2 with 1:22 left in the first. So it's Cummins in the center circle again, going against Xavier, and it looks like that will be a foul against the Ducks. Soph Cone and the Musketeers will get it started quickly. Some stick checking there from Cummins, but Cone's going to work right through it. Eventually, it's the foul called, but the Musketeers want to keep on running. Sawyer loses the ball. It's put on the ground, picked up, flipped up. Who's got it? It's going to be the Musketeers who eventually have it. Armitage did well to pick it up there and draw the foul. Again, Musketeers going quick. Riley Halloran working inside. Now it's Mancuso behind the goal. She scored the first goal in program history for the Musketeers. She loses the ball there. Ref says the foul made her lose it. Foul.
Just 40 seconds here left in the quarter. You imagine Musketeers will probably try to hold for the last shot here.
Mancuso is going to run with it to start. And it looks like you're going to be right that the Musketeers will hang on to it. 21 seconds now. Working it around. Mancuso shrugs off a few checks, and eventually she is bulldozed over. It's going to be Katie Collins responsible for the foul.
She just almost looked like she trucked her there. It's going to be a free position here for the Musketeers.
Clock stops with 13.3 seconds. Lola Mancuso will get started with this free position here. Rachel Paolo leads out the stick, and Mancuso's shot is way over the net. Looks like Halloran was closest to the ball. Xavier keeps it. Mancuso's got it right behind the net. Almost intercepted by Eckert. Ball's on the ground. And it looks like it's going to be Lexi Likens, the captain, to hold on to it to end the first quarter. Ducks go into this quarter break with a 6-2 lead.
It's just I think you couldn't ask for a better start here, for the Ducks. Trying to make it 6 in a row here at home to start the season, and they look like they feel right at home right now.
2 goals from the captain McCarthy, 2 goals from Cummins, along with a goal from Katie Collins, and Madison Sweeney gives the Ducks the 6-2 lead. And what's impressed you the most from this Oregon team after one quarter?
I mean, I think it's got to be the offense. I mean, 6 goals in the opening quarter isn't as great to see, especially when you're losing your top 3, attackers from the season before. When you need someone to go, and they've clearly found, that people are stepping up already. Cummins and McCarthy both have 2 goals already, and the Ducks are getting good shots. And Jada Brandon for the Musketeers has only made 1 save so far, and that's the type of strong attack you want out of a Ducks team.
And on the other side of things, it's been a really, really strong start to D1 program history for the Xavier Musketeers.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you saw them, get 2 goals early in this one, and the last 10 minutes of the quarter didn't go great for them. But I think it's exactly how you want to start. Obviously, you probably don't want to be trailing by 4 right after 1, but they've shown some strong flashes on both sides of the ball that so they can potentially be a pretty strong program.
The Ducks and Musketeers actually have scrimmaged against each other before. They did it earlier in the winter off-season. The Ducks did win that game, and they're in a strong position now as we've got 25 seconds left before we're back. If you're Coach Hoffman, Liam, what are you asking for your squad to tweak to improve from the first quarter going into the second? It was a pretty strong first quarter, but definitely things to improve upon.
Yeah, I think, maybe tone down the the aggression a little. I think they had, I think it was 1 or 2 penalties there, some red cards. Those are the type of stuff when you're up and you're leading a game that's what lets another team back and giving them woman up advantage. And I think obviously I think you should keep telling our team keep doing exactly what you're doing. You're playing great, but let's try to keep all 12 players on the field at all times, just because that's how when you build a lead, you want to hold that lead, and the best way to do that is to keep all your players on there at all times.
15 minutes down, 45 minutes to go here at the season opener for Oregon Women's Lacrosse at Papé Field. Ducks up 6-2 as they get ready for another draw.
I'll say they're trying to reverse the trend that's face Pac-12 teams to start the women's lacrosse season. Every single Pac-12 team has lost apart from Cal. They beat Lindenwood, who's also playing their first year as a Division I team, and the rest of the Pac-12 teams have not been able to get in the win column early. But the Ducks are off to a strong start and are hoping to get themselves a win to start this season.
In the preseason Pac-12 poll, the Ducks were projected to come in 5th place out of 6 teams that participate in the Pac-12. But when I spoke with captains Lexi Likens and Morgan McCarthy yesterday, both of them immediately told me their goal this year is to win the Pac-12. This Ducks team is not short of confidence, that's for sure. Here we go, another draw to get started. We switch sides here. Oregon will be going left to right in the white uniforms. Xavier will be going right to left in the navy blue. Here we go again. Morgan McCarthy and Sperlin looking to try and get better position as Cummins knocks over the Musketeer to get the ball for the Ducks to start this second quarter. Morgan McCarthy's got it now. She's trailed by 2 defenders, and she weaves right between both of them. Beautiful move from the captain. Ducks are moving. Here's Rizmani on the left wing. Now behind the goal, it's Smith. Working around. Now it's Anna Simmons. And she is fouled as she tries to work towards the goal. Ducks got some new players in here. Riley Taylor, number 27, up there on the right wing attacking. Refs are resetting the shot clock here for the Ducks. It's going to be Anna Simmons who was fouled to start this one. She's guarded closely by Caitlin McDonald. Quick pass to the side, and the Ducks have got it on that left wing. Passing around, here's Cummins. 2 goals on the day. Now they've got it with Katie Collins. McCarthy drops it, but picks it right back up, and she's going to start working towards the middle. It looks. Now back outside. Looking for some space for herself. Drops the ball. McFeeters was there, and it's Xavier ball as the keeper gets the hands on it. So a turnover there as Jada Brandon is able to put her hands on it in the goalie circle. But there it's thrown away now. Here come the Ducks coming the other way. Quick move for Riley Taylor. The pass does not get in Rizmani's cross, but she's able to keep it in bounds. Still a chance here with Haley Cummins and the Ducks. Cummins, 2 goals on 2 shots today. Here's Katie Collins. She's also got a goal on 1 shot. Ducks being patient behind the net. Here's Riley Taylor making some moves. Thought about going back behind the net. She'll stay on the right side, guarded closely by McFeeters. Taylor looking for something. She works it back to Morgan McCarthy, who's got some running room up to the net. Makes a juke right, back to the middle. Fake shot is called off. Alyssa Wright looked to me making some big moves. Instead, she's fouled, and it's going to be a free position in a real dangerous spot for the Ducks. 6-2, 13 left in the second, excuse me. That one is a great block by Brandon. Here come the Musketeers the other way. It's Julia Kogan carrying. A lot of bodies around her. She spins back inside and keeps the drive alive. The counterattack continues with Jessica Harrison. Harrison, one of the more experienced players on this Xavier team, and she's got a lot of space here. Graduate student, transferred from Hartford, followed the coach Decker over from Hartford to Xavier to help kickstart this program. Took a year off in 2022 just to train with Coach Decker, make sure the Xavier program was ready to get started in 2023. And they've been playing well today. That ball is going to bounce out of bounds, but it'll stay with Xavier. No, it's a turnover, thrown out of bounds. Here come the Ducks moving quick. It's Katie Collins with it, and she flings it up quickly. Great catch by Anna Simmons, and the Ducks are moving fast. Here's Alyssa Wright. She's got a lot of space. Tried to get it back to Taylor. She can't hang on to it. Ball is bouncing around. Xavier fumbling over themselves to try and get it before it's eventually dished back to the keeper there. Some dangerous spots for Oregon, but haven't looked quite as cunning as they did in the first quarter just yet. McFeeters is fouled there. She'll pick it right back up and get the play going. It's Armitage working around. Now it's with Gianna Kua. Back to McDonald. We've seen it before in the first quarter. Xavier likes to take their time, then strike quick on goal. They've got it with Aaron Burles. Working around to McDonald, taking their time. 45 on the shot clock. 11:05 on the main one, and that's a turnover. Rolls right out of bounds past Dylan Halloran. Ducks take right back over. Lexi Likens.
Also, it looks like we got a change in goalkeeper here for the Musketeers. Marina Pizer coming into the game here for Brandon.
Brandon had some good moments, but let through 6 goals in the first quarter there. Let's see how Pizer does against this strong Oregon attack. It's Riley Taylor with the ball. Working around, tries to make a move on McFeeters, does. She's got it in the middle before it is stripped right at the crucial moment by McFeeters, and she's leading the counterattack for the Musketeers, and she is decked, swarmed by white jerseys. It's going to be Xavier ball.
So that's exactly what you expect out of Hannah McFeeters. Was a fantastic player at Walsh, and you're showing there, why she's, to be one of the best players on this Xavier team.
Here's Lola Mancuso, scorer of the first ever goal in Xavier D1 women's lacrosse history. And again, the Musketeers taking their sweet time. 60 on the shot clock, no rush. Molly Jansen's on it on the left wing, working it behind the goal. Logan Gerke was close in defense there. Now the Musketeers looking for some more space. Haven't had an incisive pass in a little bit now. Lola Mancuso patient with it. Guarded closely by Gerke. The vet for the Ducks. Does well to keep Mancuso outside and strips the ball. It's on the ground, but Mancuso picks it back up, gets a shot off, and she is fouled, heading straight towards the goal. Another strong opportunity for Mancuso and the Musketeers. Yeah,
this is another 8-meter opportunity here for the Musketeers, looking to get on the board here in this second period.
Ducks have scored 4 unanswered goals. This is a great chance to answer with Lola Mancuso. Mancuso scored the first goal. Ballara scored the second. She's going to go straight for goal and finishes it top of the net again.
Got that one right past Eckert's stick. Went stick side. Great goal there. Exactly what Xavier needed. And they only trail now by 3.
The Ducks will huddle up around their keeper Eckert after that one. A tough foul in a tough position leads to a goal for Xavier, and that will not make Coach Hoffman happy.
No, and the Ducks look to bounce back here. A little bit of a slower, start to the second quarter. compared to the first, obviously they scored, 2 goals right away. It's been about 5.5 minutes here in this second quarter without a goal. Ducks look to get something going here on offense if they're able to win this draw.
So we've got 9:22 left here in the first half. 6-3 Ducks still lead, but they're on the downtrend now after giving up the second goal of the game to Lola Mancuso. Lola Mancuso, the freshman from Plantation, Florida, putting in work in her first ever college action. And she's been holding the ball, receiving the ball, putting shots up on goal all game long already.
She's doing it all for the Musketeers right now.
Here comes another draw. Center circle, the Duck sidelines, got some energy. Looking to get their team hyped and back in it. That ball flies right in the air. Corralled by, still up. And the Ducks look like they'll run away with it. Good fight there by Haley Cummins. And she'll hand it off to Rizmani. Rizmani burning down the left wing. She's been crucial in the link-up play for the Ducks early here. They've got it behind the net now with Riley Taylor. Here's McCarthy, loses the ball, trying to cut inside. Still trying to fight for it. Cummins picks it up and puts it in.
That's the perfect response there by the Ducks. Exactly what they needed. A little sloppy play on offense. Ball was bouncing around a little, but ball bounced the right way. Cummins able to scoop that one up right in front of the goalie circle and get that one into the back of the net. And there was not much Pies able to do with that one.
We still have 8 minutes and 48 seconds left in the first half, and the Ducks already have their first hat-trick score of the season in Haley Cummins. And the Ducks sideline is hyped up as there's a timeout on the field. She has been electric to start today.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. Her and McCarthy, both of them, have 5 of the 7 goals here for the Ducks, and both are, just playing fantastic and, filling that role on the offensive end that the Ducks, were potentially kind of missing going into this season.
And it looked like nothing much was going on there. Morgan McCarthy tried to carry the ball inside, lost it, and who was right there to pick it up but the last person that Xavier wants it to, Haley Cummins.
I feel we're going to be saying their 2 names a lot, this game and this season. It looks like, the Musketeers are kind of, obviously with a very young team, they're trying to, figure out a lot of, positions. Looks like they might be going with a kind of a goalie by committee an approach here in this one. Brandon got to play the first quarter. Pies are seeing some play here in the second quarter. Curious, who ends up, being, the stronger, player in net for the Musketeers.
It'll be a day in the season, really, of figuring out what works and what doesn't for the Xavier Musketeers and head coach Meg Decker. She's got a big task on her hands. It's actually the second D1 women's lacrosse program she started up from the ground. She started the Hartford Hawks program, and she brought a few players along with her here to Xavier.
I'll say, before Hartford, she was at VCU University, and was helped them also start their program there, and the Xavier VP of athletics spoke really highly of her. Thought she was kind of the perfect. He said Meg is the perfect fit. As a positive, intelligent, energetic leader to get her program started. Her experience starting programs at 3 schools as a head coach, assistant, and as a player stands out. She knows what it takes to start her program and to be the CEO of a Division I program. She has great familiarity with the Big East Conference and has played lacrosse at a high level, collegiately and professional level. So, she's clearly, Xavier's got their person, and she's the right person to help them, start up this program.
You said it there, Liam. Not only is her coaching resume pretty, but she's got a not shabby resume as a player as well. Played college ball at Navy and Loyola. She was a 2-time All-Big East selection.
Well, she was on the inaugural team there at Navy too, so a lot of firsts here for Meg Decker. Hopefully looking to get her, her first win as a head coach, but so far the Ducks have something to say about that.
We're back here from the timeout. 7-3 Ducks up with 8:48 left in the first half. The first draw back from the timeout goes to the Musketeers, who almost lose the ball here, and they do. Turnover, good pressure there by Mara Zajac. And the Ducks will work forward with who else but Morgan McCarthy, who weaves seamlessly through 3 defenders to keep the play alive. Now they've got it on the wing. Riley Taylor gets it to Bailey Smith. Working behind the goal now. uses her speed to try and get around McFeeters, then spins back. McFeeters is a tough defender to break off, as she showed there. Ducks have to slow it up. It's Taylor again. She's guarded closely, trying to get around. She does. She's got a shot on goal, loses the ball as she was about to shoot it, and it's picked up by the Ducks with Smith. Rizmani's now got it. Rizmani passes to Cummins, the hat trick scorer. Now it's Riley Taylor. Tries to work inside, instead spins out. Pretty move there, but it just leads to a pass to Bailey Smith. Smith back to Rizmani. Behind the goal, the Ducks have been working. The pass inside, the setup and finish by Riley Taylor. Beautiful team play by the Ducks.
Yeah, fantastic pass there by Rizmani. Came from behind the goal, was able to find the cutting Taylor right in front of the goalie circle, and there's nothing to do to stop that one. You know, almost a point-blank shot right into the upper right-hand corner, and that's going to be another goal here for the Ducks.
And the dancing has started on the Oregon sideline. How about that? Ducks feeling good as they make it 8-3 with 7.5 minutes left in the first half.
You know, after a scoreless 6 minutes, you know, to start the second quarter, the Ducks have responded really well with back-to-back goals, extended their lead back up to 5.
Really strong finish there by Taylor. She was right where she needed to be for that, as it was Rizmani working hard on the outside wing. There was a few passes around the back of the net before Lauren Rizmani was able to find that incisive cross. Got it to Riley Taylor for her first goal of the season, Rizmani's first assist.
The Ducks have really liked, you know, coming from behind that goal, getting a, you know, pass into a cutting player, and, you know, has allowed them to get some pretty, you know, close range shots, you know, here in this first half.
Haley Cummins has a hat trick already, and she's back in the center circle for the draw. She's been doing it all for the Ducks today, and that time it looked like she was about to lose the draw to Armitage. She does. Xavier keeps possession. Foul goes against Cummins. Here's Sawyer Walker now. Sawyer Walker started the game as the main drawer for the Musketeers. She's been replaced since. Here's Lola Mancuso. She's got 2 goals on the day. 8-3 with 7 minutes left in the first half. Ducks pinned back on defense now by the Musketeers. Working to get outside is Gianna Kua. Works it back in and gets it to Erin Burles. Burles works to the inside. Takes a step back, making moves on Margot Hotham, the Temple transfer. She's been working well today in the back line. Samantha Ballara. Looks like a goal. Somehow rattled its way into the back of the net. A tricky finish there by the Musketeers.
A little bit of confusion there by the Ducks. You know, Samantha Bolero was able to take advantage there, get that one in the back of the net, and cut the Ducks lead to 4.
So it's 2 goals for Lola Mancuso and 2 goals for Samantha Ballara on the day to make it 8-4. Ducks still ahead.
Yeah, it looks like Gabby Cleveland's going to come back into the draw circle here. You won 2 draws early for the Ducks in that first quarter. Looked like she's going to go up against Sawyer Walker again, try to win another draw.
So far for the Musketeers, 2 goals, 0 assists. And that tells you a little bit about where the Ducks defense is struggling, just in that man-to-man marking. Not as much when the Musketeers pass it around.
Yeah, they've been good, you know, kind of stopping penetration, but it's that every possession that one, you know, player they let slip by is they've been able to, you know, find, you know, some success for Xavier.
So it's the original 2 in the center circle now. Walker for the Musketeers, Cleveland for the Ducks. That one bounces around, and it looks like the Musketeers were tripped there. Gianna Kua fell as she was trying to pick up the ball, and it's Musketeers' ball. They'll move quick with a lot of Ducks around them in the midfield, making it difficult. And there's a turnover. Yes, turnover for the Ducks. It was Bailey Smith coming back from attack to work hard on defense. As she won possession, she was pushed over. Ducks ball. They get it past midfield, and here they come on the attack. It's Riley Taylor. She scored the last goal for the Ducks off the nice pass by Lauren Rizmani, who's got it now behind the net. Guarded closely by McFeeters and her stick, but she gets around her, puts up the shot. Great block. with the cross by Pizer.
Yeah, Taylor wanted to go high there, but Pizer was ready and was able to, save that one right there for the Musketeers.
Pizer read Taylor like a book, and now it's Musketeers ball. No goal for the Ducks. McFeeters bring the ball out of her range. Reminder, she played midfield in her last college. She's playing defense today for the Musketeers. And there is Katie Collins getting pushed over right in front of her own net. Ducks take over, and here they come going the other way with Rizmani, who's got it deeper than usual, working down that left sideline, guarded closely by Molly Jansen and her cross. She's getting pushed out of bounds almost by Jansen, but she gets around. Rizmani got the stamina to get the ball up and safe behind the net. Now it's with Bailey Smith. Works it around. It's Smith and Riley Taylor on that right wing. Rizmani on the left. Slowing it up with Collins. Cleveland still in the game. Now they've got it back on that right wing. Smith tries to work inside. Defenders are there for the Musketeers. She gets it out to Taylor. Taylor slows up, thinks about it, guarded closely by McFeeters. Here's a cutter. Katie Collins gets pushed right over as she tried to get that shot up on goal, but the Ducks retain possession. It's Rizmani. Looks like she's got a bit of space. She'll pass it in. The cutter, the score! There's a whistle before to spoil the Ducks' celebrations.
I think they're still going to count that one. Freshman Anna Simmons getting on the scorecard here in this first half. That's, I'll say, the same thing we've seen all this entire quarter. Rizmani takes the ball behind the net, looked for someone. She found Simmons cutting right in there. Gets her, a shot right from outside that goalie circle, and she's able to finish that almost every time.
Anna Simmons gets on the scorebook. It looked like they were going to call it back, but the Ducks are able to celebrate in peace. The goal stands 9-4, Ducks up with 4:16 left in the half.
Yeah, the freshman out of North Bend, Washington, scored 38 goals in high school. Also got 30 ground balls, and she's a lacrosse family. Her father Dennis played at Syracuse, and clearly some of his skills passed down to her. She had a fantastic finish there to give the Ducks a 5-point lead.
Anna Simmons kicks off her Oregon career. First game, first goal. And now it's Cleveland back in the center circle for the draw. No Walker this time. Instead, it's Julie Cassidy going up for it, and she'll win it against Cleveland and start burning the other way. Down the right wing, 3 Ducks surround her. She is checked there by Rachel Paulo. Foul goes against Paulo and the Ducks. So it's still Cassidy with the ball before swinging it back behind to Riley Halloran. Halloran's received the ball a few times in good positions, hasn't got it in the back of the net just yet. Taking their time with Aaron Burles. Now Caitlin McDonald makes a move inside, now spins. Looking for an opening, she can't find it. She gets it back to Cassidy. It's with Cone now. She loses the ball. Here come the Ducks the other way with Sydney Soto. She's burning down the left wing. Papé Field cheering for her. Now back to the middle. It's Paulo who receives it perfectly. Working quickly down the right wing. It's Haley Taylor. Taylor's got it. Makes a move inside. And she is called. The ref slows up that quick counter attack by the Ducks. And it'll be a free position for Haley Taylor and the Ducks.
Yeah, right on that 8-meter arc, Ducks look to, get to 10 goals here in this first half.
Going straight for goal. Just misses past the left crossbar. It's Alyssa Wright, the closest to the ball. Oregon keeps possession. 3 minutes left in this first half. Ducks up 9-4. Here's Haley Taylor. Had a real good chance on goal before getting brought down. Used the free position well, just missed the crossbar. Now here come the Ducks getting stuck in the middle with Gabby Cleveland. Working to the left side. Madison Sweeney. She's got a goal already today. Looking for an opening in the middle. Instead, she gets it back to Cleveland. Cleveland will do the same. Guarded closely by the Xavier Musketeers, and a great block there by Pizer after a strong shot on goal there by the Ducks.
Yeah, it's 4 saves already in this quarter for Pizer. Looking at, she's been able to slow up the Ducks' offense here so far in this quarter.
Peisersen's coming in, 4 saves, 3 goals allowed. She's working strong to get that first-string goalie position for the Musketeers locked in. Here come the Musketeers, and it's going to be Erin Burles getting past a few defenders before Morgan McCarthy chases her down and won't let her go anywhere. Fantastic defense from the captain midfielder. Now they've got it with Mancuso outside, guarded by Gerke, the other captain, who knocks the ball out of the net, but it's still with Mancuso. And before Logan, Gerke steals it again. Fantastic moves by Gerke, and she's able to she tried to save it before going out of bounds. She can't. And Gerke gets stuck right back in guarding Natalie Ellis. Hard play there by the 3-time captain of the Ducks. So here comes Ellis and the Musketeers. 1:23 left in the first half. 82 seconds on the shot clock. Spinning, looking for an opening. Big stop by Eckert. A really strong stop. It was looking like a strong shot from Soph Cohn. Eckert was equal to it.
Yeah, with time on their side, Xavier looked to go quick, but, strong stop out there by the Ducks, and they'll look to, potentially hold. I guess the turnover here doesn't allow them to hold for the last possession.
Ducks move too quick and turn it over. Here comes Sydney Saba. She loses the ball, and a check is going to be called against Xavier. Here comes Morgan McCarthy, and the Ducks moving quick. She gets around her defender, and she's got some open space towards the goal. Waiting for her up front is Gabby Cleveland, and now the reinforcements come as McCarthy holds it up. 33 seconds left. Ducks got to move quick. They've got it with Haley Taylor. Had a few chances on goal at the end of this half. Ducks got it in close position. 20 seconds left. Almost lost the ball with Alyssa Wright. Still fighting for it on the ground. McFeeters is there. McFeeters fouls Wright. It's going to be Ducks' ball. 10 seconds left. Clock still running. Here's McCarthy. She's got the ball. No, not a lot of time left. The shot is blocked. Big catch by Peiser. And that'll do it for the first half. The Ducks will head into the locker rooms up 9-4. What'd you make of the first half we're seeing of the 2023 season Oregon Ducks women's lacrosse team?
Also, I like that first quarter a little more than that second quarter, but still, being able to get, some great nine goals in that first half is a great start here for the Ducks that, are looking to find, some offensive weapons here, in this new season. Obviously missing a lot of their players, their best players from last season, and obviously, Haley Cummins, you can't ask for a better start. 3 goals in the first half. That's absolutely fantastic. Morgan McCarthy as well, adding 2 goals. Ducks offense is moving well. Cassidy Eckert's playing great net, and I think you can't ask for a better start here for the Ducks.
Haley Cummins already the hat trick hero. 3 goals on 3 shots, along with a ground ball and a draw control. Morgan McCarthy, the captain, also putting her impact on this game. 2 goals, a ground ball, 3 draw controls. The Ducks are up 9-4 against Xavier, their first ever game in D1 lacrosse. When we come back, Liam will be taking over on play-by-play. I'll be color, but we'll be right back for the second half here on the Oregon Sports Network.
Second half between the Oregon Ducks and the Xavier Musketeers. Ducks lead 9-4. We're about a minute away from the start of the second half here in Eugene, Oregon. The sun's, starting to peek through the skies, starting to warm up a little, but it's a chilly day here in the winter months here in Eugene. Ducks off to a strong start to start the season. Graham, what stood out to you here in the first half?
Well, Liam, what stood out to me the most was the Ducks returners showing the newbies this is how we do it at Papé Field. You look at the leading point scorer that returned to this Ducks team in Captain Morgan McCarthy. She's already got 2 goals, 4 shots, a ground ball, 3 draw controls. She's set the tone, scored the first goal of the season, and immediately told the Ducks, this is how we do it, and showed Xavier this is how we do it. Of course, you also got Haley Cummins returning with the hat trick in the first half. The Ducks experts have been expert. What more is there to say?
Absolutely, and for the Musketeers, Lola Mancuso and Samantha Balera both adding 2 goals for them. Look to try to come back from this 5-goal deficit here in this second half. But for the Ducks, great play, on both sides of the ball. Cassidy Eckert has made 3 saves, given up 4 goals with a .429 save percentage, a slight improvement from her save percentage last season, which was about 40%. The Ducks are here, on the field, ready to get this second half started. They're, dancing around, moving around. They're excited. Season's, off to a good start for them, and the Musketeers are going to look to, try to bounce back here in their inaugural season, look to pick up a win for them. The Ducks looking to make it 6 straight home openers with a victory. And we're about ready here in the draw circle. It's going to be Gabby Cleveland and Kiera Armitage going at it here. Obviously, Gabby Cleveland, a draw specialist. Ducks win this draw, so most likely, come off the field in favor of Bailey Smith, which is, what you saw them do throughout the first half. But we're getting ready to start the second half right here at Papé Field. Here's the draw. And it looks like it's going to be bounced around and controlled by the Musketeers. Here's Armitage with the ball. Moving up the right-hand side. And swings it up top to Mancuso. Mancuso on the right-hand side. Centers it over to Armitage. Back over to Burles. Burles looking to find someone in the 12-meter fan. Swings it over to Armitage on the right-hand side. Back over, and Burles didn't see the pass, but looks like she's going to be able to recover this one and pick that one back up. 6 seconds to go. But never mind. It looks like the Ducks are going to maintain possession to go right back to the Musketeers. Burles with the ball. 53 seconds left on the shot clock. Swings it over to Armitage. Armitage drives in and shoots, and it's just wide, but it's going to be Musketeers' ball. Shot went right past the right goalpost, but Musketeers were close to that one, and they're going to maintain possession.
Yeah, Ducks defense feels a little lucky to not have conceded there. It seems like they're reacting to whatever Xavier does instead of being proactive and getting on the ball, getting some interceptions.
Absolutely. Armitage with the ball along the right-hand side. Tries to cut in, but she loses the ball momentarily, but gets it right back. Gets it over to Walker, who loses the ball. Ducks looking to go quick. Gerke with the ball. And she's loses it momentarily, but recovers it and is going to send it back over to Soto. Soto swings it over to the right-hand side. Ducks looking to push the pace a little. Hoffman with the ball. Over to Smith. Smith moves behind the goal and gets it over to Rismani on the other side. Rismani centers it to Katie Collins, and that's going to be a goal for the Ducks. A little confusion there by both teams. Collins got knocked over as she scored that. I don't think she even knew that she scored that one, but the Ducks are going to be the first ones on the board here in the second half.
And it's the second assist of the day for Lauren Rismani, and that was just an absolutely fantastic setup. Draw all the attention from the Musketeers away from the goal circle and drop the dime right in there. Make Katie Collins' life real easy on that finish, even though she got punished at the end.
And it looks like Marina Pizer's going to stay in net for the Musketeers. She had a strong second quarter for them. Had 4 saves, only gave up 3 goals, and she's going to start the second half here. Obviously, they gave up a goal there, but she's playing well with a .500 save percentage so far.
And look at the Ducks turning up on the far side of the field. It's good vibes right now at Papé Field.
I'll say it might be cold here in Eugene, but the team can't tell. They're excited. Winning 10-4, 13 minutes to go in the third quarter. It looks like Gabby Cleveland is going to face off against Armitage again in the draw circle. Officials lining the players up and gives the signal. And it looks like it's going to be controlled by the Ducks. Ducks looking to push the pace a little. McCarthy with the ball. Looking to go all the way. And she's going to center around the back of the net. Ducks going to pass around right with the ball. Looking to find a cutter. And she's just going to center it up top to Zajac. Zajac cutting in. She shoots just high over the net, but it's going to be Ducks' ball as they were close to that one as it went out of bounds.
And that whole offensive possession started with the captain, Morgan McCarthy. She thought about going for goal. She didn't have a clear shot, so she decided to slow it up, get it behind the net, wait for reinforcements to come.
And it's going to be a stoppage of play here. Looks like it's going to be a foul going against the Musketeers. The Ducks are going to have a great scoring here opportunity here at the edge of the 8-meter arc. Cummins passes it up top to right. And that's looks to be another foul against the Musketeers here. Ducks have another free position opportunity. Captain Morgan McCarthy going to take this one. Goes right at the goalie. She shoots and she scores. The second hat trick of the afternoon for the Ducks. That makes it 3 goals here for the captain, Morgan McCarthy.
And she makes it look so easy, doesn't she? Whether she's creating the plays or finishing them off, she is a true captain.
Well, yeah, she went right at Pizer there. Then just made a little move to her right. Bounced the ball right in the back of the net. Ducks lead 11-4.
Yeah, McCarthy has a really distinct role in this team because both of the main coaches, both Coach Hoffman and Coach Prince, are very offensive-minded. Then you have 2 of the captains, Lexi Likens and Logan Gerke, as defenders. So Morgan McCarthy, the midfielder, is kind of the balancing beam between the offensive-minded coaches, the defenders as the captains, and you can just see she is just the perfect center of this team.
Oh, and she's been a great offensive threat here in this one with 3 goals to tie Haley Cummins. Both have 3 goals. Both have a hat trick here at the start of this second half. Gabby Cleveland and Armitage in the draw circle, and looks like this one's going to be won by the Ducks. Cleveland picks it up, sprinting along the left-hand sideline. Pass a little high for Rizmani, but she's able to control it and gets it to the back of the net with Cummins. Cummins with the ball, looking to find a cutter. And she's going to center it up top to Paolo. Paolo ducks in, isn't able to find anyone, so she's going to bring it back up top. Gives it over to right. Right swings it to Simmons. Rizmani with the ball behind the goal. Cuts inside and dumps it off to Sweeney. Sweeney over to Paolo. She cuts inside. She shoots and she scores! Rachel Paolo gets on the score sheet and the Ducks lead 12-4.
And that was lightning fast from Paolo to get in the lane and finish before anyone knew she was there.
Great ball movement there by the Ducks in that possession. It looked like almost everyone on that offensive end got a touch or 2. They were able to find Paolo cutting into right towards the goal. She able to catch that pass cleanly, sling it in the back of the net, and the Ducks lead 12-4. And, just as, we thought, Xavier might have a chance to kind of sneak back into this one a little. They played well in that second quarter. The Ducks, blitzed them with 3 goals here to start the second half, and they lead by 8.
Rachel Paolo, the freshman, another freshman getting their Oregon careers off the mark in the right way. And Captain Morgan McCarthy said the freshman came with a lot of energy and started pushing everyone in the offseason. And you can tell the freshmen, the vets on this Oregon team, they're all playing at the same high competitive level. Yeah,
Paolo fielded 146 ground balls while she was in high school, but she's showing here that she can be a threat on the offensive end as well. Gabby Cleveland here to try to win this draw for the Ducks, facing off against Sophia Cohn. And looks like it's going to be a foul committed by the Musketeers, and the Ducks are going to get possession. Ducks pushing the pace here. Paolo with the ball again. Swings over the left-hand side to Rizmani, who gets it behind the goalie Cummins, who swings into the 8-meter arc and then tries to center back up top, but it looks like it's going to be foul called against, looks like the Musketeers. It's going to be a free position play here for the Ducks. Simmons with the ball. She swings it over to Cummins. Cummins gets over to Smith, who gets the ball behind the net, trying to find someone. She cuts inside, and she loses the ball. It's going to be picked up by Wright, and still on the ground. Picked up again by Paolo, who's going to recenter things. Sweeney with the ball. Gets it up top to Simmons. Simmons being guarded closely by the Musketeers. Can't find anyone. Gets behind the net to Rizmani. Rizmani cuts inside. Shot goes high, but it's going to be Ducks balls. They were close to that one as it went out of bounds. 50 seconds left on the shot clock. 10:30 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, Lauren Rizmani, she's been so good at making plays for her teammates behind the net today. That time she wanted one for herself. Couldn't quite get it.
Rizmani here with the ball again. Looking to find someone. Centers it up top to Cummins. Cummins tries to get past her defender, and she shoots. Shot goes wide, but Ducks going to be close to that one, and they're maintained possession. 24 seconds left on the shot clock. Ducks need to get a shot on goal quick. Smith with the ball. Cuts inside. Shoots and scores! Bailey Smith adds the 13th goal for the Ducks here in this game.
Wow. You can take a bow after that one, Bailey Smith. What a finish, just weaving through every single defender in front of her like they weren't even there.
Now, when we're just 5 minutes into the second half, the Ducks already have added 4 goals, and they are looking to be in control of this one.
And I know the sun is out a little more now, but the Ducks are starting the downpour now on the Musketeers.
Oh, absolutely. Gabby Cleveland to take this draw again for the Ducks. Going to face off against Armitage.
And you can really see why Gabby Cleveland is the draw specialist for the Ducks. The way she gets that stick up with such velocity, I wouldn't want to be going against her in that center circle.
There's a reason they bring her on for these draws. She takes her right off, but she's been shown to have some skills on the offensive end as well. Musketeers need a response here quick before this game gets a little too out of hand. Ducks lead by 9. 9:56 to go in the third quarter. A lot of game left, but the Musketeers need something quick if they want to hang around.
Yeah, it just feels like they haven't had the ball at all on their side of the half, looking for offensive options this second half.
And it looks like Armitage make that the Ducks are going to maintain possession here, and it's going to look like a foul against the Ducks, so the Musketeers will get possession. Armitage with the ball. Being hounded by a couple of Ducks defenders, but she gets along the right-hand side into some free space right on the Pac-12 logo. Swings it up top to Burrows, who gets it over to Harrison. Harrison swings it into the corner for Mancuso. Back up top to Harrison, who looks to cut into the 12-meter fan. She shoots, and the shot is going to go wide. It's going to be out of bounds. Xavier ball. They are close to that one as it went out of bounds.
And it looks like it's Paige Crowther in the net right now for the Ducks instead of the usual Cassidy Eckert. She did well there. That bouncing shot definitely could have caused problems, could have been tricky, but no goals allowed yet for the new keeper for the Ducks.
Mancuso with the ball, swings it up top to Armitage. Armitage over to Burrows along the right-hand side. Tries to get past the defender, but cannot. Cuts inside, looking for someone to pass to. Gets it over to Halloran. Halloran up top, over to Kogan. Kogan loses it momentarily, and it's going to be, ground ball is going to be picked up by the Ducks. Collins with the ball, looking to go quick, trying to push the pace. They've got numbers. Deep pass ahead to Alyssa Wright. Wright finds Sweeney, unmarked, inside to Gabby Cleveland, behind the back shot, and she scores. What a play there by Gabby Cleveland.
Just mouth-watering So delectable from the Ducks. That is lacrosse played right.
And the Ducks are just showing off there. Katie Collins got the ball along the left wing, pushed the ball up the field quick, a few quick passes, and then Madison Sweeney dished that one off to Gabby Cleveland, and she just flung that right in the back of the net, right over her head, and the goalie she had no chance of stopping that one.
And Liam, you're going to have to flip a coin on what was better, the passing there from the Ducks, because every pass looked like it could have gone over their head, but some great catches from Alyssa Wright and the Ducks up top, and the finish. Oh my goodness!
I don't know if I gotta flip a coin there. I'm gonna take that goal. that was nasty. Looked like she was just gonna sling that one right, away from the stick side of Pizer there, but she decided to get nifty with it there. Went behind her back, no look shot right there, and she's a draw spell, so she must have heard us talking about that and wanted to show that, she can do something on the offensive side as well.
And, Liam, it just shows that this Ducks team is so good at turning defense into offense. It all started with number 24, Julie Cassidy. She laid out on the turf to kick that ball forward for the Ducks. That started the great pass ahead that Wright caught. And then, of course, Morgan McCarthy was able to fill that lane down the middle. But it all starts on defense for the Ducks. The passing was beautiful. The shot, you might not see a better one all season.
I'll say Gabby Cleveland's probably she's gonna get all the credit for that goal there, but that was a true team goal there. Started on the defensive end. Katie Collins was able to pick up that ground ball, sprinted all the way up the left-hand side, was able to sling that ball into the offensive zone. Madison Sweeney able to find right over to Gabby Cleveland, and you're gonna see that goal. Yeah, on highlight reels for, I imagine, the rest of the season.
Wow.
That marks 5 goals here in the first 7 minutes of this third quarter for the Ducks. They lead by 10, went into the half with a 5-point lead, and they have immediately doubled that one and appear to be in firm control here at Papé Field to open the season. Looking to make it 6 in a row home openers with wins for the Ducks. A short timeout there by the Musketeers, looking to slow things down there. Coach Meg Decker wanting to get her team to calm down a little. They played well here in the first half, but I think some of their youth has begun to show here in the second half, as the Ducks have blitzed them for 5 goals already here.
Yeah, they did a great job of matching the intensity starting right off in the first quarter, but like I said, they just have not had many chances to get shots on goal in the second half. The Ducks have had the possession controlled.
Absolutely, and the Ducks lost the draw, but looked like they're going to get possession back here. Gabby Cleveland trying to pick this one up, but it looks like it's going to be Musketeers ball on a free possession play.
Yeah, Cleveland been swinging that stick a few times. That time she was right in front of the ref and the Xavier bench. You're not going to get away with that one. Julie
Cassidy looking to penetrate here. She drives all the way in, shoots and scores. And that's exactly what the Musketeers needed. Julie Cassidy brings that ball all the way from near midfield right into the 8-meter arc, and she scores right there. And it looks like the referees are going to mark that as not a goal. Looked like she might have stepped into the goalie circle there. You cannot do that. And that's going to wipe away. Terrific play there by Julie Cassidy. She really did it all there, drove right into right in front of the goal, but she was not able to finish there as she got a little too close.
Yeah, it was the first time this half that it felt like nobody was home for the Ducks and just had a free shot on goal against goalkeeper Paige Crowther, who gets to keep her clean sheet for now.
Ducks looking to push the pace a little here. Taylor with the ball. Swings it around back to Rizmani, who centers it up top to Hogard. Hogard looking to direct traffic. Tries to get past the defender. She does. She drives in. She shoots off the top of the crossbar. Cleveland picks this one up, and their Ducks going to maintain possession. Hogard with the ball again. Swings it over to Rizmani behind the goal, who gets it back over to Taylor. Taylor cuts in. Spin move. Shoots. Shot goes wide. Ducks going to maintain possession as they were close to that one as it went out of play.
And that top crossbar is still rattling from that shot. Ducks have not let up.
Hogard with the ball again. She looks to get aggressive here. Gets past her defender. And shot goes high, but Ducks are close it again. Rizmani is going to have possession. 6:13 to go here in the third quarter. Ducks lead by 10.
Yeah, Coach Hoffman won't mind that at all. Keeping possession in dangerous positions.
Cleveland with the ball. Trying to cut in. She passes in. Shot is saved by Pizer. Her first save here in the second half.
Yeah, she was up to the challenge for that one. Just dead in front of her was the shot. Met it right with her stick. Great
instincts there, and she was going to make that save, and Xavier's looking to go the other way. McFeeters with the ball. She loses it momentarily, but the Ducks are going to be called for a foul. Xavier ball.
Yeah, Hannah McFeeters, you got to think if she's losing the ball, it's because someone bumped into her real hard, and that's exactly what happened there. She is so sturdy with the ball.
Absolutely one of the great players in Walsh University history. Halloran with the ball. Swings it up top to Mancuso. Mancuso trying to cut in. Spin move, can't get past her defender, and she loses it, picked up by the Ducks. Gerke with the ball, and she's going to slow things down, try to get things settled for the Ducks.
Yeah, there's a reason that Logan Gerke has started all 53 games that she's played in for the Ducks. Just veteran presence in that Ducks back line. Absolutely clamps today.
And she showed it right there, getting a caused turnover and giving the Ducks possession. And it looks like Taylor with the ball now, cutting in from the right-hand side, and swings it behind the goal to Rizmani, who loses it momentarily, but she's going to pick that one up. Looking to find someone. She cuts in front of the goal and hands it off to Hogard. Hogard trying to make a move. She cuts past her defender. Hands it off, but it's going to be stolen away by McFeeters. McFeeters looking to go quick. Xavier's got numbers. She's trying to go coast to coast. Pass in, and too strong for Mancuso. And Crowther's going to pick that one up. Ducks escape there. Now they're going back the other way. McCarthy with the ball. Gets it over to Cleveland. Cleveland back to right. Right up the goal line, extended line on the left-hand side. Gets it up top to Cleveland. Cleveland over to Simmons. Ducks just trying to hold possession here. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Over to Taylor behind the goal. Gets it over to Rizmani. Rizmani trying to find a cutting offensive player. She cannot. She loses the ball momentarily, but she's going to get that one back. 52 seconds on the shot clock. Simmons with the ball at the top of the arc. Guarded by Sawyer, who checks her really hard, and looks like she's going to be called for a foul here. And that's going to be a yellow card against Sawyer Walker, and she is going to face a 2-minute penalty here, and the Ducks are going to be a woman up for the next 2 minutes. Yeah, free possession here.
Looked like Simmons got hit in the head there. Pretty dangerous play.
Yeah, Simmons is going to have a free position play here right from the top of the 8-meter arc, looking right down at Marina Pizer. And she cuts right in. She shoots, and she scores! Another goal here for Anna Simmons. That's 2 on the night for her.
Yeah, she earned that goal. Worked really hard and took the shot to the head from the stick. It was all worth it in the end as she had a clear shot on goal. She wasn't going to miss from that range.
She was not. She went right at Pizer there. Snuck that ball right past her. Ducks lead 15-4. 3 minutes to go in this quarter.
And how about Anna Simmons at 5'2"? She's tied for the shortest player on this Ducks team, but she's working through contact like she's a lot taller than 5'2".
She's playing tough and has gotten on the score sheet twice this afternoon with 2 goals. Gabby Cleveland back into the draw circle for the Ducks. She's going to face off against Sawyer Walker for the Musketeers. 2:30 to go here in the third quarter. Ducks lead 15-4.
And it feels like the only question now is how many are the Ducks going to rattle off today?
Yeah, they're feeling themselves here in this third quarter. 6 goals already, 2 minutes to go. And the Ducks are going to win the draw again, but the ball's going to be knocked away, And picked up by Collins. Collins with the ball, guarded by 3 defenders. She gets it up ahead to Simmons, who just scored that goal. Simmons looking to go quick. Hands it off to Cleveland, who gets it over to Taylor. Taylor looking to find something, and she is tripped up momentarily, but it's going to be a foul against Xavier. Might be another free position here for the Ducks, looking to add another goal here at the end of the third period.
Yeah, and Liam, one thing I really noticed between the Ducks and Musketeers on offense is the Ducks are much more selfless in front of the net, always looking for an open teammate instead of just the net.
And Taylor passes out of this one, looking to recenter it. Gabby Cleveland with the ball. Gets it over to right over to Bella Cleveland, who's just back into this game.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Selfless.
Lots of passes. Cleveland cuts in. Saved by Pizer. A great save there. By Pizer was able to go low away from her stick side and make that save. 1 minute left here to go in the third quarter. Ducks lead by 11. McFeeters with the ball. Guarded by 2 Ducks defenders. And she's going to be fouled by Bella Cleveland.
It doesn't seem to mind McFeeters very much. She just shrugs off the contact.
Absolutely not. Musketeers lose the ball momentarily. It's going to be picked up by the Ducks. Taylor looking to go quick. 1-on-2 here. She cuts in all the way, shoots, and it's going to be saved by Pizer. Another great save by Pizer. Back-to-back fantastic saves by the freshman for the Musketeers at the end of this third quarter.
It looked like Pizer stuck out her left ankle there to get the save, putting her body on the line.
A great body save there by Pizer. 13 seconds left to go in this quarter.
And look at Gabby Cleveland, knocked the ball out of the stick of the opponent there, and she just gets hyped up.
Both Cleveland siblings playing well here in this one. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter here. Ducks with an offensive explosion here in the third quarter, scoring 6 goals while holding the Musketeers to just 0. And you kind of think it could have been more there if it weren't for those 2 fantastic saves by Marina Pizer there. 2 saves that stopped the Ducks from putting up an 8 spot here in this third period.
Yeah, it's tough to say because, yeah, she's given up 9 goals today, and the Ducks have just been pounding on the door all day long. They get to dance to shout now, but really, Pizer has been doing a fantastic job in the net ever since she came in that second quarter.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, she's given up 9 saves, but she's made 7, so she's playing well. Has a 43.8% save percentage. She's playing well, and Jada Brandon, after playing the first quarter, has not seen any gameplay, which I think partially goes to the great play of Pizer and also the struggles Brandon faced, you know, in that first quarter, giving up 6 goals, just making 1 save.
Yeah, definitely. And really, to me, the bigger problem for Xavier has not been the defense, but the offense. Yeah, Pizer's given up more goals, but she's just had no breaks, it seems like, with Oregon always knocking on the door, and the Musketeers just barely getting any chances in that third quarter to really get a good look on goal, even though the Ducks have a backup keeper in.
Yeah, and this has been you mentioned this early in that third quarter. It's been a great team game here for the Ducks. 9 Ducks have scored a goal here today, and the Ducks will look to break their the school record for goals in a season opener. It's 17 right now. You gotta imagine, with still a quarter left to play, the Ducks have wheeled to surpass that mark, scoring 15 goals already.
Yeah, I like their odds. And going back to the Musketeers' offensive struggles, just at the shots they put up last period, Oregon put up 15 shots to Xavier's 2. Xavier had 3 saves to Oregon's 0. Xavier had 7 turnovers to Oregon's 1. The Ducks are just hitting their stride right now. They can certainly afford to dance about it. Oh,
absolutely, and their players are getting excited, leading by 11 here at the end of 3 quarters here at Papé Field. And you mentioned another, you know, a statistical advantage that the Ducks have had is they're 5 for 6 on free possession shots, which is a key stat to look at the whole scope of the game. They've really been dominant there and have had 6 free possession shots compared to only 1 for Xavier, which shows that the Ducks have been a much more aggressive team inside that 8-meter arc and to be able to get those fouls. That has resulted in them having some much easier shots at goal.
Yeah, and look, Liam, the Ducks will face steeper competition than Xavier this year. Xavier is showing that they're going to be a very competitive program, but when you look at a stat like that, at those free position shots, and see Oregon's doing so well, that is something that can transfer over to any opponent. When you get those free positions in front of the goal, the Ducks are showing that they'll capitalize on them no matter who the opponent is.
And if the Ducks want to win the Pac-12, like a lot of the captains mentioned yesterday at practice, they're going to need to convert those free possession shots. They're going to need to continue to play strong defense. Both things they are doing fantastically here this afternoon here at Papé Field. Gabby Cleveland and Sawyer Walker to face off here at the start of the fourth quarter. The team switch sides. The Ducks defending the goal on the left. Xavier defending the one on the right. The Ducks' main possession here early. McCarthy with the ball, looking to go quick. She cuts past the defender, hands it off to Bailey Smith, whose shot is blocked, but looks like Xavier's going to maintain possession. Walker with the ball.
Yeah, that's a shame because McCarthy was on her way to a really spectacular solo goal or an assist there.
Walker looking to push the pace a little. Swings it around back to Halloran. Halloran directing traffic from behind the goal. Gets it up top to Harrison, who swings it over to Cohen. Cohen passes it behind the goal. Over to Mancuso. Mancuso back to Cohen. Being defended well. Ducks not allowing any penetration into the 8-meter arc here. Harrison with the ball. Tries to cut in the left-hand side. Gets in. She shoots, and it's to be saved by Paige Croft. There's a great save there. And Cohen's going to go down to the ground here. Looks like she was shaken up a little on that pass, or on that shot.
And Paige Crawford made that look a lot more casual than I think it is. She just stood right in front of the shot and absorbed it into her stick. Absolutely.
Although it looks like this is going to be a foul against the Ducks here, and the Musketeers don't have a chance to get back on the scoreboard here with a free position shot. Shot is saved by Crothers again, but the Musketeers are going to maintain possession. Harrison with the ball behind the goal. Resets it up top to Armitage. Armitage over to Cone on the left. Gets it behind goal to Halloran. Halloran to Mancuso, who cuts inside, loses the ball. And it's going to be picked up by Madison Sweeney, who is going to be fouled. It's going to be a free position here for the Ducks, and to give them a chance to slow it down here a little, leading by 11 with just under 13 minutes to go in this one.
And that was a fantastic move by Sweeney. Sweeney there. We see the spin move on offense a lot of times. How about on defense to get out of the way of some attackers that would like to take the ball from you?
Absolutely. And on the other end, Bella Cleveland with the ball, looking to go quick. Gets the ball behind the goal. And the pass is going to be intercepted by the Musketeers. And Molly Jansen is going to be smacked in the face there by the stick, and it's going to be a foul against the Ducks. Musketeers with possession.
Yeah, unlucky there from Bailey Smith. Had some good space in front of the goal, but just threw it away at the end.
And Harrison loses the ball here. It's going to be picked up by McCarthy, and Harrison's going to stand out. Looks like it's going to be a foul called against the Ducks.
And Liam, we talked a little bit about how Coach Meg Decker and some of her players took the 2022 season off to prepare and start at 2023. That's something that you just can't prepare for in practice. The physicality that the Ducks are bringing today, that's D1 toughness.
Absolutely, and the Ducks, they did scrimmage against the Xavier team earlier this fall. Ducks won that game, but you can't, doesn't compare to game action like the Musketeers are facing here.
Especially not at Papé Field.
Absolutely not. Taylor with the ball behind the goal. Gets it over to Cleveland, who centers it up top to Paolo. Paolo looking to get past the defender, and she's going to lose the ball, but it's going to be picked up by Riley Taylor, who swings it up top to Paolo. Paolo over to Cummins. Make that Sweeney. Sweeney back to Paolo. Ducks looking to find a solid shot here. 30 seconds to go on the shot clock. Taylor with the ball. She cuts in. She shoots, and she scores! Right past the outstretched cross of Marina Pizer, and the Ducks have scored 16 here this afternoon.
That was just fantastic field awareness by Riley Taylor there. Saw that a lot of a lot of people were just stagnant. Both of the Ducks and the Musketeers were kind of all positioned solidly around the circle. So she said, I'll take it myself. If no one's going to move, I'll take that space in the middle myself.
And Ducks took their time there on that possession. They got 90 seconds on the shot clock. They used almost 70 of those seconds to get a solid shot on goal. And Taylor's the 10th Duck to record a goal here in this game.
And Liam, when I got to talk to Lexi Likens about one adjective that she would use to describe this Oregon 2023 women's lacrosse team, her word was selfless. And you can see it. 10 Ducks have scored today.
Absolutely. Ducks have had great ball movement all here today, especially, a lot of, fantastic passes by Lauren Rismani from behind the goal, finding cutting Ducks who have allowed them to get some shots from close range, and the Ducks maintain possession here, win that draw. Zajac with the ball, gets it over to Taylor. Taylor over to the other Taylor, Haley Taylor with the ball. She runs the ball behind the goal, looking to find a cutting Duck. Swings it up top to Sperling. Sperling to get past her defender, and she does not, and centers it up top to Riley Taylor. Riley Taylor cuts in, wasn't able to get a shot off, lost control of the ball momentarily, but it looks like it might be another free possession shot here for the Ducks.
Yeah, it will be. You said earlier they're 5 for 6 on free position shots. Let's see if they can keep that ratio as high as it is.
Riley Taylor elects to pass the ball out for a better shot. Looks like Bailey Smith with the ball. Gets it behind goal. Over to Taylor. Taylor cuts in, tries to get past her defender. She tries to put a shot on just wide on the left-hand side. Somebody out of bounds. Ducks maintain possession. Bella Cleveland was the closest to that one.
Yeah, Riley Taylor's been really creative from that right wing, how to get in towards goal from there.
And Katie Collins looking to make a move here, loses the ball momentarily, but she picks it back up. She cuts in, she shoots, and it's going to be saved by Pizer. Another great save by Pizer here.
Yeah, that was a big save. Katie Collins is the second leading returning point scorer for the Ducks, and that was a lot of experience coming towards the net. Really good stop by Pizer again.
8th save by Pizer on the afternoon. Halloran with the ball. Swings it wide to Cohen. Cohen runs behind the net, being hounded by Ducks defender. She loses the ball, and it's going to be, looks like it's going to be a foul called against, looks like Logan Gerke, and it's going to be Musketeers ball. Shot by the Musketeers is no good, and the Ducks pick this one up. Gerke with the ball. And she passes it right to Balera. Balera with the ball. Hands it off to Halloran. Halloran bounces it in, shoots, and she scores. Sloppy defense there by the Ducks. Results in a goal for the Musketeers. Gerke passed that ball right to Balera, who's able to find Dylan Halloran, who's wide open one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and she's going to score that one every time.
Bounces it in, shoots,
Halloran
and she
transferred from Hartford, where she played, just played 4 games there, but she's able to get on the score sheet here, the 5th goal for the Musketeers in this one. 7:30 to go.
Yeah, and that is a really, really rare mistake from the 3-time captain, Logan Gerke. She's going to definitely have a word with her players because there was just nobody home for her to pass to. I'm not sure it was completely her fault. It seemed like the Ducks started making their way upfield before the trouble was really cleared. And Gerke, when she passed it away, there was no one home. No one was in the net for Oregon. So unlucky for Paige Crowther to give up her clean sheet like that.
Ducks still lead by 11. Just over 7 minutes to go in this one. And Gabby Cleveland's going to win another draw.
What else is new?
Gabby Cleveland looking to cut up field alongside the Oregon bench. She brings it all the way in behind goal and swings it over to Taylor. Taylor guarded by McFeeters. Taylor looking to cut in, looking to find someone. Gets it up top. Jacek with the ball, being hounded by a Xavier defender, and looks like Jansen's going to pick this one up. Make that Samantha Bolera. Bolera looking to go coast to coast. She cuts in all the way, loses the ball momentarily, but it looks like she's going to be fouled by Logan Gerke. It's going to be a free position shot here for the Musketeers.
Yeah, it's a good look for the Musketeers now, but that foul simply has to happen from Gerke. You can't let the Musketeers come with all that speed and numbers straight towards your goalie.
Belair already has 2 goals on the evening. Passes it over to Jansen, who shoots and she scores. Great creativity there by Samantha Belair. Looked like she was going to shoot that one herself. Instead, hands it off to Molly Jansen, and she's going to score that one. Ducks still lead by 10.
Yeah, Belair has been getting it done with all the time today on offense, but the finish was really pretty. Got way up high, then dropped it down low to get past Grother.
Jansen, who shoots and she scores.
They still got some fight.
Creativity
the Ducks
there by Samantha
right now
Belair.
taking their foot
Looked like
off the gas, and that will not stand against the later teams on their schedule.
And yeah, while the result of this game is most likely decided with the Ducks picking up this win, this is valuable playing experience for some of the young players on both teams, especially the Musketeers. You mentioned they have 20 freshmen on their team. Many of their players, even some of the older players, have not played a lot of collegiate lacrosse. This is a great opportunity here for them to get some game experience with not a ton of pressure. You know, they're trailing by 10, but this is a chance for them to see some game action, gain some confidence, and adding a few goals late in this game is going to be a great confidence booster here for the Musketeers.
Yeah, look, they're trailing by 10, but they're winning the fourth quarter 2-1, and with the Musketeers, it's going to be a long first season for them. Of course, there will be bumps in the road when you're getting a program from the ground up, but this is really something you can take back to Cincinnati and say, we played good here, we have things to work on, but we definitely have our strengths.
Absolutely, and Musketeers were picked to finish 7th in the Big East. It's their first season. Obviously, not a ton of high expectations, but every game this season is going to be a chance for them to get better. They've got a young team. They've got some stars already. Lola Mancuso, a freshman, has 2 goals.
Yeah.
Samantha Belair, another freshman, has 2 as well as an assist. Look to be those 2 players that the Musketeers are going to look to build off of, and Coach Meg Decker is going to rely on down the stretch of the season as they enter Big East play, and 2 players that you imagine are going to be filling up the score sheet quite often for the Musketeers.
Yeah, and how about the freshman that's going to be keeping goals off the score sheet for the Musketeers in their goalie, Marina Pizer? I think just in these past 2.5 quarters, she's cemented her spot as the #1 goalie on this Xavier team. She's been playing really well, and you got to think the Ducks might have hit the 20s by now if she wasn't in there.
Oh, absolutely. You know, she's allowed 10 goals, but she's also made 9 saves with just under 500 save percentage. It's an absolutely great number for her in her first real collegiate action. Back here in the draw circle, looked like it's going to be Sawyer Walker going up against none other than Gabby Cleveland. Just 5:30 to go here in this one. And the draw is going to be won by the Musketeers. Walker looking to go quick. Cuts all the way in. She shoots, and shot goes wide. And it's going to be picked up by Halloran. Halloran gets it up top to Burrows along the left-hand side, who moves to center the ball. Looking to find someone to pass to. Gets it over to Jansen. Jansen around the back to Halloran, who passes it over to Ellis. Ellis with the ball. Looking to cut inside, trying to get past her defender, and she's not able to, so she elects to pass it up top to Kogan. Kogan spin move. Back over to Burrows. Pass came in a little too hot, but Ellis isn't able to pick this one up. Halloran with the ball behind the goal. Gets it over to Burrows. Burrows cuts inside, hands it off to Walker, who shoots and is not able to score. Ball is going to be picked up by the Ducks. Loose ball still on the ground. Is going to be a foul called against the Ducks here. Looks like Morgan McCarthy was getting a little too aggressive there, trying to pick up that ground ball. It's going to be Musketeers' ball.
Yeah, she was just swinging her stick at the end of it, trying to make contact with something.
Kogan with the ball, trying to cut inside. Hands it off, but it's picked off by McCarthy. McCarthy looking to push the pace here. Ducks have numbers. She's absolutely decked by Jessica Harrison. That's going to be a yellow card for Harrison, and the Ducks are going to play a woman up for the next 2 minutes here with just 4:06 to go.
And I really feel like it's a sign of great respect from Coach Hoffman and the Ducks McCarthy's in there, Logan Gerke's in there. Two of the captains and a lot of the first team are still playing deep in this game for the Ducks. It shows that, you know, they still have to put forth their best players to stay even and stay competitive with this Xavier team that's just getting started.
Absolutely, and Jessica Harrison still showing some grit and determination in this one. They trail by 10, but she's still showing that she's playing her hardest. A hard foul there on McCarthy. Ducks going to play a woman up for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, Jessica Harrison, 31 goals and 2 assists in her Hartford career, including 20 goals in 2021, her last season with Hartford and Coach Decker. She can make things happen. She's got some serious experience.
Absolutely. Bella Cleveland with the ball. Swings it up top to Taylor. Taylor gets it over. Paolo with the ball. Looking to cut inside. Gets past her defender. And is not able to get past the second one. Ball inside to Cleveland. Cleveland looking to find something. And she loses the ball momentarily. It's going to be picked up by none other than Hannah McFeeters. McFeeters pass over to Walker. Comes a little too strong. She's not able to handle it. And the Ducks going to maintain possession here. Ball over to Taylor. Just outside the 12-meter arc. Cleveland with the ball behind the goal. Gets it over to her sister. Puts a little spin move on the defender and goes down inside the 12-meter arc, and looks like she's a little bit shaken up here. I think she got hit in the face here by the stick.
Yeah, that's exactly what I saw, Liam, and really there's no room for that, especially so late in the game. Someone like Gabby Cleveland, so important to the Duck squad.
Absolutely, and Julia Cogan's also going to be getting a yellow card here, so the Ducks are going to play 2 women up for the next minute here, and then a woman up for the minute after that, with just 3 minutes and 3 seconds to go here in this one.
Yeah, the two player advantage is not what Coach Hoffman is focused on right now. It's making sure that her draw specialist, Gabby Cleveland, is okay.
Absolutely, and Cleveland's still on the ground here. Quite shaken up here. Looks like it might have been a lower body injury as well, but Coach Hoffman really concerned with one of her star players who's won numerous draws here in this one, and as well has added one of the better goals we're probably going to see all season early in that third quarter.
Yeah, it's a shame. 4 draw controls, a goal, 3 shots on goal, 2 ground balls. Unlucky, and really, even in these past 2 minutes when the Ducks have had the ball on offense, she's been making things happen, making quick little juke moves left and right, and really good to see her back on her feet here.
Absolutely. And she's going to be helped off the field by the trainers, accompanied by Hoffman.
Looks like she's walking okay, which is great to see, but slowly for sure.
Yeah, and you imagine if this makes Hoffman, try to pull all of her starters out here. You don't want to see some of your star players getting injured, late in a match that's already decided. But it looks like a lot of the Ducks starters are still going to stay on the field here. It's going to be a free position shot just a few meters outside of the 12-meter semicircle.
And you know what? I bet Gabby Cleveland wouldn't have wanted to come out of the game any sooner. She is just a fighter. You can tell every play she's involved in. She's working hard. She wears her heart on her sleeve.
Absolutely, and her sister is going to take this free position play for her. Bella Cleveland with the ball, waiting on the official signal. Oh, it looks like it's going to be a free position shot just at the 12-meter arc. Another chance for the goal. The Ducks to tie their season opener record. Bella Cleveland with the ball. And she elects to pass this one out. Elects to get a better shot here with the Ducks playing 2 women up for the next 2 minutes. And the shot by Taylor goes in, and she scores. Riley Taylor cutting inside, receiving the pass from Cleveland. Shoots that one into the upper left-hand corner, and the Ducks have 17 goals on the afternoon, which ties a season opener record for this women's lacrosse team.
And how about 3 hat-trick scorers? Riley Taylor
and
joins
to pass this one out.
Morgan McCarthy and Cummins. And it's just been that type of day for the Oregon offense.
Absolutely. It's an absolute party here at Papé Field. The team is excited. They're playing well, and the Ducks will have about 2 minutes to try and break their team record for goals in a season opener. They already have 17 here. this afternoon, you imagine they're going to want to get that 18th goal.
Oh, definitely.
And the Ducks will go a woman up for the next minute here. The draw here at the center circle. It's going to be controlled by, looks like it's going to be a foul to be called against the Musketeers. Ducks ball. Or make that foul against the Ducks. Musketeers with the ball. Burrows with the ball, being hounded by 3 Ducks defenders. She cuts along the right-hand side right in front of her bench. Pass over to Jansen, who she finds. Jansen right on top of the Pacto Lobel. Looks to center it over to Sove Cone. Cone looking to cut inside, being denied by Katie Collins. Swings it over to Jansen, who is hit in the head here. It looks like it might be a free position shot for the Musketeers. Looks like Rachel Palo tapped Jansen on the top of the head with her stick, and that's going to be a foul.
Yeah, you thought Palo might get away with it if the glasses on Jansen's head weren't shifted, and she's had to put her hand up to fix them, and it told the ref, yeah,
she's going to have a
head.
free position shot here right from the edge of the 8-meter arc. She drives in, she shoots, and denied by Paige Crothers. And looks like it's going to be another foul against the Ducks as well. Musketeers looking to go quick. Just a minute left in this one. Ellis with the ball, looking to find someone. She cuts it in to Jansen, who shoots, and the ball is saved by Paige Crothers. Another fantastic save, back-to-back saves by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, and 2 different type of amazing saves. First, she blocked it with the stick, then got it right in the net from point-blank range. She's been working real hard as the backup keeper today. And
the Musketeers are in a steal possession here. Ellis with the ball looking to cut in. Gets it over to Cone, and it looks like it's going to be a official stoppage here. Make that. It's going to be another free position shot here for the Musketeers. Ducks are going to try and rely on Paige Crother to make another fantastic save. Cone with the ball. She cuts in, she shoots, and saved again by Paige Crawford. That's 3 saves in the past minute for her.
Now let's see if the Ducks can go get that record.
Ducks looking to go quick. Bella Cleveland with the ball. Looking to push the pace. Just 20 seconds left. Taylor with the ball. She cuts in. She shoots, and it's saved, and it's going to be Ducks ball. Just about 10 seconds left to go. Let's see if the Ducks try to get another shot on goal. They do. Ball to Madison Sweeney. Denied again. What a save by Marina Pizer. And it looks like the clock is going to run out here. The Ducks come away with the win, 17-6 here in their opening match here at Papé Field. Fantastic performance here by the Ducks. 3 players recording hat tricks: Riley Taylor, Haley Cummins, and the captain, Morgan McCarthy, all scoring 3 goals. But as a whole, 10 Ducks scored a goal tonight. Fantastic team play by the Ducks. Graham, what were your takeaways?
This offense has got some serious firepower. It seemed like no matter who the Ducks subbed in or out in the midfield or attack, they were always finding ways to score. Quick shout out to Lauren Rismani, 3 assists. She's doing all the dirty work behind the net for the Ducks on offense. But really, they looked so impressive and so dominant when they had the ball in their attacking third. They just barely gave this brand new Xavier team a chance to get off the ground and running.
Absolutely. Ducks playing fantastic defense throughout the entire match, and especially in that second half. They held Xavier scoreless in the third quarter and only gave up 2 goals in that fourth quarter, playing stellar defense against a Xavier team that just completed their first collegiate women's lacrosse game. For Xavier, what are some takeaways for them? What do you think they can build on here?
Well, first of all, let's start with Marina Pizer with some fantastic saves. A really great one at the end there to keep Oregon from getting their record amount of goals on the season opener. So let's start there. She played fantastic with 11 saves to 11 goals given up. And Lola Mancuso getting it done. She was always a threat on offense. And of course, you've got Hannah McFeeters in the back, just a stalwart, just a cement wall back there. She was so hard to get around for even Oregon's most experienced players. So for this Xavier team and for head coach Meg Decker, they've got a lot of promise.
Oh, absolutely. And you mentioned McFeeters. 4 ground balls and 4 caused turnovers, absolutely playing fantastic. And Samantha Balera, as well as Lola Mancuso, both scoring 2 goals to lead the way for the Musketeers. Musketeers will be in action again next weekend, next Sunday, as they open up their first home game against Detroit Mercy at 2 p.m. over in Cincinnati, Ohio. For the Ducks, they will be here again at Papé Field next weekend, February 18th versus Niagara. Me and Graham will be on this call again, right from the same spot. I'm Liam Baker, joined by Graham Metzger. Thank you for tuning in tonight for the Ducks' opening win against the Xavier Musketeers, 17-6.